Hi, this is Shelley Kraft. We're coming to you live on SNN Live. We're at the FSX conference here in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. I have with me Jeff Lord of Green States Energy, a private company. Jeff, welcome to SNN Live.
Shelley, thanks very much. It's great to see you, and it's great to be here at FSX.
And it's good to have you. Tell me, Green States Energy, that must be... Go ahead, tell me. I want to guess.
Well, Green States Energy, we are a clean energy independent power producer.
How do you do it?
Well, it is the traditional model of an independent power producer generating electricity, but we use clean energy sources, predominantly solar projects, but we also do cogeneration, which is natural gas, or biomass, or other clean energy projects generating electricity, selling to the utilities as opposed to commercial or other off-takers.
Okay. So what role do you play in this?
For myself, I'm the President and Chief Operating Officer. We've got a team that's comprised of folks who have vast experience in utilities and energy generation, as well as folks that are very experienced in structured finance of energy generation projects.
So the company builds projects, is that it?
What we do, Shelley, is we develop projects or work with other partners to develop projects where there's a specific need by the municipality, a lot of times our focus is smaller communities where there's a municipal electric department rather than the bigger utilities.
Right, you're not looking at the grid, you're helping a small municipality.
We are selling into the grid, but in the smaller communities that are often overlooked by the larger players. So our projects are typically 1 to 5 megawatt range, which would be in the neighborhood of 5 to 50 acres. Where we'll, instead of planting corn in the field, we plant a crop of solar panels. They produce a crop of electricity for the next 30 to 40 years. We have a contract before we build a project to buy all of our output at a price that we know. So we have known revenues and known profit before we commit to a project. It's a great business to be in.
Who finances the project? Is it municipal bonds? What's it? Revenue bonds? What? Tell me.
Sure. Project financing typically is a combination, but we get investors and debt lenders to finance projects. Municipalities these days, they have enough difficulty financing their own necessary public infrastructure. So these are privately owned projects that we buy and build and own for the long term.
What's your background?
I've been 27 years in the infrastructure businesses, so whether it's telecommunications or energy, that's what I've been doing for my 27 years.
Yeah, I understand there's a lot of interest in your company at FSX, so you must be doing the right thing.
Yeah, we like it. One thing that makes us really special and different is that if you think about the best companies in the world, whatever your opinions could be.
Besides ours?
Well, of course. I mean, no one compares to you.
Stop. But thank you.
Apple, Ford, McDonald's, no matter who it is or how great their numbers and the results are today, they have to make those sales next month, next quarter, next year. A competitor comes on the scene with a new product, a new offering. Their raw materials and parts costs go up, labor costs. They have to worry about those things. Where with us, when we build a project, we already have 10 to 20 years of our product already sold under contract. So we know what our revenues are going to be before we do it.
It's like futures.
Well, it's better than futures because it's already been bought. And then in terms of costs,
What is it, 8 cents a watt? How much?
No, our projects in combined are typically have revenues of 20 cents per kilowatt hour.
No kidding.
And
That's
so when we have, the great thing about solar is that the sun is free. Now, I know you've been working on trying to make money off the sun for a while, but it's free.
So's air, by the way.
That's true. Well, for now. And so once the project is built, our cost to operate that project and maintain the project is very, very low. For example, we have 6 projects built and operating right now in North Carolina. They're all around 1 megawatt each. And those projects combined, all 6 of them, cost us about $35,000 a year in operations and maintenance. The solar panels, there's no moving parts.
So it's a rev share to Green States. Do you share it with anyone, or is it all yours?
No, we own the projects. We have to obviously pay our debt lenders for the financing, and but that, other than that, it's our cash flow. And the nice thing about it as well is that the operations and maintenance is made much easier by the fact that solar panels have a warranty from the manufacturer for 25 years. So there's not a lot to go wrong. We don't have to do anything unless there's a blip, and if there is, we've got warranty coverage on it. So it's a known operating costs, known revenues that have already been sold. So when talking about getting things financed, which is why we've had such great interest and excitement here at FSX, because they know that it's already a pat hand. We don't have to. Well, are these guys going to make their numbers next quarter? Well, they're already made. They were made before we did the project.
I want to summarize this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a green energy company. He's wearing a green shirt, but it's not green in management. So they have some style. They know what they're doing. It sounds to me like this is an interesting company. Website.
www.greenstatesenergy.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Lord from Green States Energy is the president. It's a private company today. We're at FSX in Washington, D.C. I'm Shelley Kraft. Thank you for coming on to SNN Live.
Thanks, Shelley. Always a pleasure.
Welcome. Want to see you again.
You will.
You got it, pal.